For a while, it's been kind of a back of the mind thought that I would like to live in Korea for longer than I have gone before. So longer than 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. I always kind of went, well, I need to save enough money to be able to do that. When I hit a really bad low, I had to be excused from work by my doctor for 2 weeks. My mum was the first one to be worried, saying, what if they kick you out? A month or so later, or 2 now I think, I have been kicked out. Not for that reason, but because they don't have any work for me. When I was in those 2 weeks when I couldn't work, I told myself that if they did kick me out, I would go to Korea then and there, because there's no point in trying to find a new job if I have to give it up in a few months. That was maybe 2 months ago. And now I have gotten kicked out. And I'm kind of like, well, I should go. I should go to Korea because basically nothing is holding me here anymore. I do not want to get a new job because I cannot be bothered to go through that fucking stress again. The only thing that I would want is to be able to save up more money until like the end of the year. But I don't have that opportunity anymore because I have the money for Korea. I've been told that time and time again that I have the money for Korea. Now, the few things that are kind of like keeping me like, should I go? The course that I would want to take starts in a month. Not sure if I can do that. And the other one starts in, let me check. In order to sign up for the summer course for Sogang University, for the Korean course, I would have to do the placement test on the 28th of May, and I need to send in my application until the 30th of April. That's in 11 days. I don't think I can do that. But the next one is in September, and I think that's a lot more fine. I'm gonna talk to my landlord and see if he can rent out my apartment to somebody else for a year. Now I'm kind of like, do I want to do Korean classes or do I just want to work in a language cafe? Because there is this option. There's a language cafe in Hongdae which you can work there for like half a day and you get free lodging. And that kind of sounds cool as well. So I'm wondering if I should do that for the entire time that I'm in Korea or if I should just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I made a list of what I have to do before I can go to Korea because I've decided, no, I'm definitely going to Korea, fuck it. Switzerland is expensive. I've wanted to go to Korea for like the past 2 years and I just lost my job. Why would I stay? So I decided I am going to Korea this year, better sooner than later. And so now I'm kind of stuck between what do I want to do in Korea. My belief is that going to university to learn the language, definitely good, definitely helpful, will definitely help me along the way. It's also expensive, and that doesn't mean that I'll be able to stay in Korea for longer. And now I'm kind of looking at workaway things, so helping out in a hostel or something and getting a room there instead of pay, because I can't get paid because Switzerland doesn't have the workaway deal with South Korea. I'm really into the entire concept of not going to a language school in Korea, but doing a workaway holiday. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, and I've narrowed it down 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 possible workaways that I would like to be doing. The thing is, I don't know which one. I've made a little list. English language exchange cafe in Daejeon, Korea. Discover Korea while helping at a language cafe in Hongdae, Seoul. Language and culture exchange at language school in Gyeongju, South Korea. I'd have a private bedroom, hangers, tables and a chair. Be surrounded by rice fields. 50 minutes to the bus stop, and they have 2 puppies. I'm pretty sure I highlighted that little part green because of the puppies. I wanted to give a little update moving wise because everything is happening really fast. It's the first day after the fucking Easter holiday / long weekend. And honestly, during the weekend I was kind of like, can this weekend just go over with so I can contact people that I need to contact? Right, another thing that happened is yesterday I sent the email off to my landlord company. I'm not renting with a landlord, I'm renting with a company. Basically, I was asking them if I would be able to have somebody rent instead of me for a year so that it's with a limit, or if I would just have to move out and not be able to get my apartment back, which that would be the saddest thing because I love this apartment. This is like my little baby, this is my home. I've also contacted the Korean embassy
embassy because I'm not sure what visa I'm supposed to get or what I should be getting, and so I decided that it was probably the best and smartest idea to ask the professionals, the ones who have to deal with these things. I think for the rest of the day, I'm just gonna be checking my emails to see if I've gotten anything from the embassy or my landlord company.
Today I decided on a person who will be able to rent out my apartment whilst I'm gone, which that's like a really big thing for me. But I met her and she seems really lovely and she seemed really nice, like a genuinely respectful person of my property. Not that I own this place or anything, but you know, my table, my chairs. I wrote that she can move in on the 20th of May and today's the 9th. That leaves me tomorrow, Friday, the weekend, and the entirety of next week to get everything ready so that on the 20th she can technically move in. That's literally 10 days. This came a lot sooner than I thought. Thanks a lot of planning and a lot of paperwork. Currently I'm working on a timetable to when do I want to be where. You kind of have to plan how long I can stay in certain countries. For the majority of the time, I want to be staying in Korea, but I also have a lot of countries outside of Korea that I'd like to be seeing. I don't have super loads of time. Like, I've been going for more than a year, but I feel like I don't have enough time to do anything. Turns out the whole planning thing is actually quite hard. Because I'm an idiot. The entire world isn't built like Europe, where it just takes 2 hours to fly somewhere. I just checked how long it takes to fly from Seoul to Malaysia to Kuala Lumpur, and it takes 6.5 hours. To Japan, it's 1.5 hours, which is fine. Taiwan is 2.5 hours, that's also fine. The further down I go, the hotter it's gonna be. So, for example, Vietnam is always warm. Thailand is always warm. Malaysia is always warm. The Philippines are always warm. I really don't do well with heat. Wait. Cherry blossom season, Japan, bitch. I can see the cherry blossoms. I'm going to go to Japan again in March. I just got so happy about that. Oh my god. I've been wanting to see cherry blossoms for so long. I know it's super cliche and super like touristy, but bitch, cherry blossom season. I'm not about to miss Sakura season. I'm so glad I remembered that. Oh god. So here's the thing that I've been pretty much working on. So again, I have the months here, and these little bars here are pretty much telling me from which season to which season the country is best to visit. And that's all according to Lonely Planet. This is box number 1 from approximately, I don't know how many yet. Too many.